bucking the trend and breaking box office records. Some of the biggest hits in theaters this year have been movies about music and politics. But it's films with a diverse cast that have stolen headlines and won nods during the highly anticipated Hollywood Awards season. Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians have received nominations in several categories at the Golden Globes and the Screen Actors Guild Awards. The two films have shown that an all-black or an all-Asian cast can appeal to the masses and also bring in big money.
We're really seeing diversity play out really well. You have Black Panther, Black Klansman, Green Book. These are movies about diversity. These are movies with faces of color. Sandra Oh co-hosting the Golden Globes. It's all about diversity.
Marvel's Black Panther blew past estimates to rake in worldwide earnings of around $1.3 billion, making it the highest-grossing solo superhero film ever. Crazy Rich Asians hit the screens as the first Hollywood movie with an all-Asian cast in 25 years. With global box office earnings at more than $230 million, it's become the top-grossing romantic comedy released in the last decade. But it wasn't all about racial diversity. Films with all-female casts, like Ocean's 8 and A Wrinkle in Time, also broke barriers in light of female empowerment movements that have grown louder, particularly in the entertainment industry.
I think this is the start of a new movement, not just a movie, not just a show on Netflix, not just whatever, that this encourages other writers, directors, executives, studios, actors to get in the business and tell your story. I think it's needed. I think cinema is begging for new change.
Production houses seem to be embracing that call. Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians are set to release sequels, while Disney's upcoming Lion King remake has a racially diverse cast. Its trailer raked in more than 220 million global views in its first day. A sign millennial nostalgia and a star-studded cast could lead to a roaring success at the box office when it hits theaters next July. Laila Humairah, TRT World.
Let's get more on this now from Milica Pesic, who joins us now from London. She's the Executive Director of the Media Diversity Institute NGO. Welcome to the program. As we heard there, it was a big year, or a big couple of years really, for Hollywood films that really did buck the trend in terms of their cast. Do you think the US movie industry is finally realising that diversity can pay dividends?
Well, I think it's Hollywood primarily which has been realizing that diversity does bring money. And I hope that other film industries on other continents in other countries would do the same. It's fantastic to see. I've been in this business for 25 years. This is first time I've been invited to talk in a show which is called Money Talks. First time to talk about, diversity and commercial side, that the diversity can bring profit. So it's fantastic, and I hope others are going to follow. But I want to make one distinction. When we say diversity in our organization, we don't mean only race, ethnicity, so color. We also mean religion. We mean physical, mental abilities. We mean sexual orientation, whatever makes people different from each other. And this is something which we want to see also as being presented and reflected in film industry, be it commercial, entertainment, or artistic.
Yes, and I'm very honoured that we're the first business program to talk to you about these issues. But I'm wondering, do you think that this trend for more diverse casts, whether it be racially diverse or gender or others, as you mentioned, do you think this trend is here to stay?
Well, I thought first, when it started a couple of years ago, oh my God, it's a trend, it's great, everyone is in this diversity, different communities going to benefit, but it's not good if it's only a trend. But now when we see that it brings business, diversity brings business, but also it brings, what you can call, credibility. So people in industry are thinking, who is out there? Are we representing them? That brings credibility to the business too, which is not money, but is also kind of business. So I just can hope that this is a very, very good start.
And why do you think it's taken so long for Hollywood, but not only Hollywood, but I guess the TV and film industries where you are in the UK, in Australia and other parts of the world, why has it taken so long for them to embrace diversity?
Well, I think there are many reasons. It's historical, if we talk about Britain, it was an empire when, not everyone was seen as equal, as respected. So it's a part of history, it's a culture. Then it's also what people were used to, Here is white people playing black people, white people playing Asian. But I maybe want to point out another thing. I don't think we should go into other extreme. As you know, there are now lots of discussions about cultural inappropriation or appropriation, that only Asian people should be playing Asian people. Great. But does that mean that only disabled people should be playing disabled people? Great. But does it mean that King Lear should be played only by a mad actor? So we just have to be, slightly careful, and use common sense. Black person can play any character. Asian person can play any character. It's color blindness or color consciousness, two different concepts. But it's been a long history where diversity did not have a place. We have been moving, into another direction. I'm talking in business kind of show
Yes.
about diversity. We are both, coming from a diverse background. I'm very Slavic person, British of Slavic background. So things are moving. Let's hope it's not just a fashion and trend.
Sure. And it was also obviously a big year for the Me Too movement in Hollywood, which was rocked by the revelations that the movie producer Harvey Weinstein sexually harassed women for years. I'm wondering, with movies like Ocean's 8 that had an all-female cast, Wonder Woman, that sort of genre, do you think things are changing for women in Hollywood as well? And is that going to be a longer-term trend?
It does. I think in case of, gender and women, it's been now too big to just disappear one day. More and more women are loud and proud of, sharing, what they've been through. So it's great. And because you know how it is, it's everything is related and linked. If we win in one diversity category, so women are now more present on the screen or more, into decision-making roles, there are more actors of ethnic background, then things are, opening, the doors are opening for other diversity issues, that we can see disabled people playing disabled people. The characters who are disabled are main characters in films. So
Yes.
open one door, then another will open too.
Let's hope that's true. Okay, Milica Pesic in London, thank you again for your time.